There is a scientifically proven way to get in better shape, and it actually has nothing to do with whatever the heck I'm doing in this picture. Hi, I'm Jason Pierce. I'm a personal trainer. And guess what? It's that time of year. It's the time of year when people start looking at January, looking at New Year's resolutions. And for a lot of people, that means trying to get in shape. So gym memberships go way up. The first couple weeks of January, you can't even get into the gym because there's so many people there. People start new diets. But inevitably, by the middle of January, the gyms are empty again. People have given up their diets and just kind of gone back to what was going on before. Yeah, some people can get that New Year's resolution and take it and run with it and change their lives. That's great. Most of us cannot. And on top of that, the holiday season is one of the worst for overeating and calories and just making questionable decisions, perhaps. I have a video about that if you want some tips to make it through the last couple of weeks of the holiday season. There's some really good things in there. Check it out. There is this urge to get in better shape. I mean, America, we know this. We have the highest obesity levels in the world. We have terrible diet habits here. Part of the culture is to eat poorly, not work out, look for quick fixes. But there is the urge to better ourselves also. And honestly, one of the best things we can do for ourselves is to get in shape. Exercise is the best medicine for aging well. So it's never too late to start exercising, but the earlier you start, the easier it's going to be when you're in retirement age. You're going to feel so much better because you've built up all this muscle and all these abilities through exercise. And that's why I do what I do. I want to help people to improve their health, not radically all at once. Like you're not going to all of a sudden go from whatever shape you're in now to looking like Chris Evans in Captain America. That is unrealistic. However, you can make incremental changes and eventually you'll just be in better shape, which is really what you want. You want to be in better shape today than you were yesterday if you can manage that. That's not too hard. So I mentioned that there is a scientific way to do this, and there is. And I'm going to take us back to the 1980s for this. Not to some crazy medical journals. No. I'm going to go to the funny papers. The funny pages? The comic. Back when there were newspapers, print newspapers, there were comics in the newspapers. And one of the best comics of the 80s, in my opinion, was Bloom County by Berkeley Breathed. And one of the main characters in Bloom County was a penguin named Opus. And Opus, in this one storyline that happened in the mid-80s, hires his friend Milo to get him in shape. He wants to get in better shape. And Milo says, fine, why don't you try eating less and exercise? And Opus says, no. I'm a lazy American. I want to still be able to be lazy and be in shape. So Milo says, let's get your stomach surgically reduced. And Opus says, yeah, that's it. Nothing too crazy. So he continues in that storyline looking at crazy diets, looking at extreme exercise regimes. And each time Milo pops up and says, why don't you try eating less and exercise? And finally, at the end of the week, Opus, he's battered and bruised. He's got a concussion from trying all these different crazy things. And he finally realizes he has to eat less and exercise. That is the 100% scientifically proven way to get in shape. I'm going to slightly modify the Bloom County version. I'm going to say eat better and exercise. You don't necessarily have to eat less, just eat better. And I'll explain what that means shortly. So, diet and exercise together help us lose weight and get in shape. Essentially, the way to lose weight scientifically is to ingest fewer calories than you burn. Simple. That's really all it is. It's a question of ratios. The amount of energy that goes in has to be less than the energy that goes out. So if you sit around all day and you say you burn 500 calories in your usual daily life, but you ingest 2,000 calories, well, you're going to gain weight. If you flip that, let's say you burn 2,000 calories and ingest 500 calories, you will lose weight. However, that would be very, very unhealthy. Most people need to ingest, say, 1,500 to 1,800 calories a day. Exercise in all its forms helps with this, and also eating better. When I say eating better, that means fruits and vegetables. That means lean meats. As much as humanly possible, eat fresh foods. When you go to the grocery store, if you've never heard this before, you shop the perimeter. The perimeter of the grocery store has got the deli where the fresh meats are. It's got produce section. It's got the dairy section. When you start going down the aisles, that's where all the processed foods are. So you want to spend more of your time on the perimeter shopping there and less in the processed areas. If you make that one change, you'll see a change in your weight. I've said this before also. It is a very simple concept. It's not easy because you have to work at it. You actually have to make an effort. You have to make an effort to eat better. It's so easy to just grab a fast food or something because it's there, it's quick, it's cheap. It's so easy to grab prepackaged food. It's easy, it's cheap. It's a lot harder to spend the time cooking. It's a lot harder to go shop for fresh vegetables, finding the right ingredients, and then you got to cook it all. It's also more expensive to do it that way. I've had a video about it with a really great cookbook. You should check that out. It changes the game for cooking. It makes cooking easy and everything is delicious. I just love this thing. I can't recommend it enough. Check this video out. And then you have to work out also. And oh my God, I don't want to work out. So I think as we approach the new year, instead of jumping into something crazy, why not do something sustainable? And I've got a booklet I'm going to release in the next video that will help you do that. You make one change per month for the entire year, and by the end of the year, you've made 12 significant changes to your life. And instead of going into the gym and burning out in a couple of weeks, you change your habits gradually over a year until at the end of the year, you've got a whole new outlook on life. This is a far more sustainable way to live than trying a fad diet or a fad workout program that you might not be able to keep up with. Again, the scientific way to lose weight, get in shape, is to eat better and exercise. I'm sorry, that's what it is. In the next video, I'm going to walk through this free program I've developed that will hopefully help you attack next year in a way that is sustainable for your entire life. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. Leave a comment if you feel like it. Tell your friends. And as always, stay healthy.